I sat here today and I had to go to work, and of course I had to come home and I still have to clean, and fuck, I'm tired. Excuse the language. I'm trying to clean my language up. And so and I had some blah 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 from one of my bosses, and I was just like the hell with life. You get some of those days. You're just like the hell with life, meaning that I'd like to get away. I really have had enough of life. I've had enough of people. I'm not talking about what if you know what you think I may talk about. I'm just talking about I've had enough of this life, people, whatever. I need to move on from this shit. And my buddy just recently, he's got a lot of money. He bought. I'm cleaning. That's the sound of the spray bottle. I'm spraying stuff and cleaning. My buddy just recently bought $100,000 truck. He's got a lot of money. I wish I had his money. He's doing good. I mean, everybody ain't struggling in this pandemic. He's got a lot of money. He's got a lot of money. And uh $100,000 truck. Bought it cash. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful truck. I'm gonna be hanging out with him this summer and whatnot, and hanging out in Canada. I love Canada, man. If you've never been to Canada, oh my God, why have you not been to Canada? I love Canada. Um, I don't know. I just can't explain it. Toronto is so freaking amazing. It really is. There's like no trash anywhere. It's just so freaking clean. I haven't been there in 3 years. I don't live too far from Canada, and it's time to go back. Toronto's amazing. And the amazing thing about Toronto is it's just like New York City. There's everything under the sun. Everything under the sun. I mean, you know, freaking uh, there's women all over the world in Canada. That's amazing. You like Indian women? There's Indian women in Canada. You like Asian women? There's Asian women in Canada. Canada. You like Middle Eastern women? There's Middle Eastern women in Canada. Right? They're there. Right? They're there. Sandman may beg to differ by what I said, because there's also a lot of feminism there. But and MGTOW is strong in Canada too. And there's other things that you can do that I won't talk about. Because a lot of things are legal in Canada that are not legal in the United States, so I won't go there. But anywho, I'm going to go back to Canada soon, me and my buddy. And, between me and my boss arguing, and I was pissed off at that conversation yesterday, and him buying the truck, and I said to myself, I know I'm not the only guy. I know I'm not the only guy whereby if I was to hit the lotto, I would buy, look at this island right here, McNamara Island, Canada, 330 acres for $600,000. Now, that's the time that I'm on, because I don't know about you, but I'm tired of people. I really am tired of people. I've been having a lot of, I won't say a lot, but it's been a little bit of negative interactions with people. And I think that a lot of people are miserable. I think that a lot of people are stressed. Of course, I get it. There's a lot of people that are angry out the frame. And sometimes I've gotten to this point where I don't want to talk to people anymore. You know, I used to be an introvert when I was younger. I used to just be super, super, super damn quiet. And people used to say, "What is wrong with your son?" Right? What's wrong with him? Like, I just didn't want to talk for some reason. I just wanted to stay to myself. And surprisingly enough, it kept me in a state of peace. It really did. Because if I don't have to talk to you, we don't have to argue about nothing. There's no reason to argue about nothing. Case in point, it's not going to be a long video. You know, I don't like expensive things. I don't like expensive houses. $155 million. Wow, 5,000 acres. That's crazy. No, yeah, $155 million. That's crazy. Granger's Island, $2 million. See, I would buy something like that. I like this one here, Tavanna Island, Australia and Oceania, 22 acres for only $500,000. I would buy my own island. I would tell my best friend, anytime you're welcome, you're welcome to join, or if you want to move here with me and maybe two other buddies, no non-biblical, no unbiblical stuff going on. Just men living with each other and no drama. Wake up whenever you want to wake up, no alarm clock. There'll be plenty of beer, plenty of liquor, plenty of food. We'd be barbecuing all day and all night. There'd be volleyball. Shooting ranges. Maybe not in Australia. They probably won't allow that. So I would have to get something in America, right? Man, look at Mozambique. Tambuzi Island, 185 acres, $8 million. Wow. You probably can't bring your guns there. So as an American, I would have to go Granger's Retreat. 27 acres, $2 million. We can shoot our guns. We can play volleyball. I would put a track where we can run and a tennis court, and the sky would be the limit. The sky would be the limit of how much fun you can have. You do this, you do that, because I get into these things. Closing this out, I was at my local liquor store recently. I'm drinking wine. I have to calm down. I had a stressful day. The young lady been at the liquor store as a cashier for 5 years. She's a nice lady. We've always had good interactions, and she was talking about her 5-year-old son. I always ask her how her son is doing, because she's had that baby. I've seen the baby ever since the baby was a baby. She's been working there for a little over 5 years. I said, "How's he doing?" She says, "Good." And she's like, "He's 5 now." I said, "Oh, great." I said, "Time is going fast. I didn't realize how this little guy was 5 years old." If she hears this, she knows who I am on the video, right? And she told me the main thing that he likes to do, he likes to play Fortnite. I said, "Fortnite? You let your son play Fortnite?" Like, I know what it is. I've never played it. I want to play it. It looks really, really violent. So that's all I said was, "You let your 5-year-old play Fortnite?" I said, "That's a really violent game." And she goes, "I'm his mother." And I said, "I wasn't trying to say anything negative to you. I said, you know what? You have a good night. I hope I didn't upset you." And there's been little, like I wasn't questioning her parenting. I was like, I know you're his mother. When I was young, I don't know how old I was. When I was young, we played Atari 2600, 64, Nintendo 64. We played Duck Hunt, Mrs. Pac-Man, Fortnite just seems a little bit too much for a 5-year-old. I was not questioning her parenting. I was just a little taken aback. Like I think that's too much of a violent game for a little kid. I hope she's not still mad at me. These are the little interactions I've been having with people these days, and I just want to go back to shutting my mouth. The only drawback of being quiet is now people who know me and know that I'm talkative, the first thing they're going to tell me, because somebody said today, "Are you okay?" I was just thinking about something. They were like, "Are you okay? You haven't been talking." I was just like, "I'm just thinking about something. That's all." Okay. If you are if you ever have a problem, let me know. I was like, "Oh, okay, I will." It's like you can't win. You can't win. I'd like to buy a private island and just you can't do that in McNamara Island. That's in Canada. I can't bring my guns over to Canada. I wouldn't even try. You know what I'm saying? But if it was in America, oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can bring your guns and man, you can have a private shooting range on your island and winner chicken dinner. I'm just trying to be happy and I think we were talking about that on the job. There's a lot of people that are freaking miserable, man, especially on Facebook, man. Everybody's always screaming on everybody, especially the women are always starting nonsense. You can't post anything. These women start screaming on you and acting like they crazy. America is imploding. I'm over this freaking place. I've been working on getting a remote job and by the Lord's will, I'm going to leave this year. I'm going to leave America. I'm going to be done. This America to me, the people are depressed out of their minds and I can't take it anymore. I can't.